Hello, everybody. Just getting warmed up for another part two. Yeah, I can listen to this guy all day long. How does this only have 9 thumbs up? It's a shame. Well, let's get on over to the good old OLS. OLS. You guys still call it the OLS? The online school. We're already logged in, ready to rock and roll. We'll click my schedule and go to the date of your unit test. Friday, March 6th. Click here if you don't see the link to your 5.11 unit test part 1 and 2. Well, I see the link right there. I see a bunch of links. If we click into our part 2 assignment, here's the part 1. This student already did his part 1. Here's the part 2. We could also get to it through this link. They should both show up right there. If you don't see your links to the unit test, then follow the directions you see at this link here. You must not have passed all the quizzes in this unit. Now this part 2, we're going to make short work of it. Let's click into it. I don't even think we're going to need to use the paint tool this time, guys. Okay, here's all the instructions, and really, this is just a bunch of different suggestions on how you could show your work. This isn't even the math problem. It's all about different ways you can show your work. You got to download the file, put in your answer, and upload it right back here into the submission folder. It's called the 5.11 Graded Assignment Unit 5 Statistical Graphs Unit Test Part 2. Look down past all these directions. Here it is, the Word file and the PDF. Let's click onto the Word file and open it up, shall we? There we go. First thing you'll need to do is click Enable Editing. Put your name up on there. And the date. We'll say it's, I'm making this video on the 4th. That'll work. Okay, so out of 15 questions, out of 15 points, not 15 questions, 1 question, but just like with all the part 2s, these 15 points, 5 of the points will be from, did you get the question right? The other 5 points, did you show your work? The other 5 points, did you explain yourself? Did you explain the problem? And this one, there's really not much work to show. So, but I will show it as well as possible here. Now it says this histogram shows the prices of dinners at a local fine dining restaurant. Well, I got to Billy Bob it up a little bit here. We could call it crawfish dinners, I guess. Crawfish dinners, sure. How many total crawfish dinners? The question is how many total dinners of $30 or more are included in the histogram. We're going to call them crawfish dinners, but I'm going to change the price here to $45 or more. But I think we'll use the same histogram. So you guys, I'm not changing the actual histogram. This is the real histogram that will be on your part 2. I just changed the price of the dinners. Now, I'll tell you what. I have never paid $45 for a crawfish dinner. I'll tell you that. If you're paying $45 for a crawfish dinner, you went to the wrong spot in New Orleans. You're falling into a tourist trap or something. You ever come to New Orleans, you call me. I'll point you to the right restaurant. So do not pay $45 for a crawfish dinner. All right. So, man, make sure. Okay, that's all. That's the question. It's just how many total crawfish dinners of $45 or more. After we changed it, you got to do it with $30. Keep that in mind. Are included in this histogram. Make sure to show your work and explain the steps you took in solving the problem using the words first, next, and last. Okay, I see. Looking at $45 or more, I'm looking down at the intervals, down along the x-axis. It says price down there. So that 45 is the $45 I'm looking for. Now, this bin in the histogram would represent the dinners that cost between $45 and $60. This one here would be the dinners that cost between $60 and $75. And that's where it ends. So if I want to know the total amount of dinners that cost $45 or more, basically I need to add up those 2 frequencies. Now this histogram, well, they're really trying to spoon feed it to you in this one. Look, it says 2. It says that the frequency right on top of these bars, on top of these bins. Normally, you got to track your way on over to the y-axis to see how far up each bin is going, but they're actually giving us those numbers right on top of them this time. And that's 2, and it looks like about 2 over there, and the other one's 2 as well. These 2 bins would be the dinners that are 45 or more. Now, we don't know exactly how much those dinners are in there. We know that there's 2 of them between 45 and 60, and another 2 between 60 and 75. That equals 4. Okay, so the answer is 4. Now, if you turn in your part 2 with just that, you'd get like 5 points out of 15. That's not going to be very good. Okay, how did you get that? You got to explain your work here. All right, so I added 2 plus 2 to get 4, but to fully explain myself, I got to write just a couple of lines. All right, so first I looked at the histogram bins that represented prices of 45. Tell you what, let me make this a little bit bigger for everybody. Change my text size to like 16. How's that? Nice. Is that how you spell prices? No. Okay. Represented the prices of 45 and up. Next, I saw the frequency of the 45 to 60 bin was 2, and the frequency of the 60, let's just do 60, I'll put a dollar sign there, 60 to $75 bin was also 2. I added, well, let me say next, last. I added 2 plus 2 to get the total frequency of crawfish dinners that cost 45 or more. And okay, so the answer is 4. First, what? I wasn't even looking. I looked. Let me correct. Proofread your answer, of course. I was typing and not even really looking. First, I looked at the histogram bins that represented prices of $45 and up. Next, I saw the frequency of the $45 to $60 bin was 2, and the frequency of the $60 to $75 bin was also 2. Last, I added 2 plus 2 to get the total frequency of crawfish dinners that cost $2 or more. And I think that's it. I think we're done. The only math to show would be the 2 plus 2. And you don't have to like take a photo of you doing 2 plus 2. I trust that you guys know that 2 plus 2 is 4. And if you talk about the math you did in your explanation, that counts. So there's really not a ton to do here. I explained myself fully how I got the answer, and I gave my answer, which I'm confident is correct. The name is on there. Now it's just time to save it and upload it. Go to File, Save As. Save it in your math folder, and you'll have to navigate to it. There's all my Billy Bob assignments. I always like to just put my name right at the front of the title of the assignment there. So now it's called Billy Bob's 5.11 graded assignment. Saving in my math folder. All right, that part's done. Now let's upload it. Right here, right here on the assignment page that we have open, we're going to click Upload and find it, and it would be on in my desktop math folder here. Got to navigate to it, and we just made this. There it is, right there. Don't upload the wrong one. Don't upload the question document without your answers. Make sure you save it. Double check what you're uploading. All right, and I see it in blue right there. I can put a comment in. I aced this. Of course. Submit. Now your teacher should have your assignment. Okay, now what if you're going back to it later? What if you're not clicking the link from the My Schedule page? I always like to show this, especially if you're late, you're sick Friday or something like that. you can always get back to these part 2 assignments by going into, first of all, going to the math course homepage. Okay, you can get there from the My Schedule page. Your My Schedule page is all the assignments you're supposed to do each day. And those change from day to day, but they always give you a link to the course too. Click right into the course homepage. Now you can get anywhere you want. You can get back to any of the assignments, any of the lesson pages. For the part 2s, you go to Tools Assignments right there. And here we have all the part 2s so far this semester. Go on down to 5.11. You can see there's a file already submitted. And if you didn't do well on it and it needs to be revised, or if you're clicking into it for the first time, you can go in this way as well. You can actually get the assignment right here, Word doc or PDF. But you got to click that top link to get back here where you can upload it. And here where it says add a file, you can add more files. That's all there is to it, everybody. That's it. Told you it'd be a short one. Let's see. Should I flip my camera around? Sure. Well, everybody, sadly, this part 2 video is coming to a close. And I've been real sad down here in New Orleans lately with Mardi Gras just ending. And then I come to be reminded that it's been 5 years now since we lost Leonard Nimoy from Star Trek, Spock. Heard you guys were talking about Star Trek in your Class Connect, so I thought I'd share a couple things with you. Got my Star Trek tie on today. Yeah, I wore it last day of Mardi Gras. Yeah, Dr. McCoy up here, Leonard Nimoy, there's Spock, and of course Captain Kirk. I even got these little guys. And they sit over here on my desk. I play with them sometimes. Spock! Spock! Well, I think my phone just thought I said Siri. Spock! Spock! Yes, Captain. What's a histogram? Well, Captain, it's a way to show the variability of data spread out over different intervals. Spock, I don't get it. Well, that's why I'm the science officer, Captain. You're just the captain. Thanks, Spock. Rest in peace. All right, well, we'll see you next time, everybody. Billy Bob out.